What's up, everybody? So I just had an interesting phone call with a really good friend and colleague, and it has me thinking, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this. So she had me doing this exercise, which is she's asking these really difficult questions about herself and, how people perceive her and, what are people's views on the direction she's taking in life and in business. And one of the questions was about her business life and how is she perceived? How do I perceive her? And, I initially said, well, I feel like you show lack of confidence and maybe low self-esteem. And I use the example as, we're in group calls and everybody's collaborating and, you're sitting quietly. And then when you do speak up, there's sort of this hesitation and what you say is valuable, but it feels like you either lack the confidence to speak up and share, or maybe you have low self-esteem and you don't want to. I don't know, but it's uncomfortable. And she said, it has nothing to do with self-esteem or confidence. It is her way of absorbing information. She is an observer in a group meeting setting. And so she likes to sit back and observe the interaction and the dialogue and the discussion. And she absorbs it all. And then when she doesn't feel pressured to speak up, she thinks about it and then reaches out to the group or to the individuals who's working on a specific project or had a question and gives feedback one-on-one with them. And I thought, that's pretty cool, right? Like, really cool. It's cool because I love the fact that she takes a step back from the group and is really absorbing all the information to have a clear picture as to what the discussion is about. And I love the fact that she doesn't feel like she has to be seen or heard in a group setting because most people are fighting for the attention. And I like she was honest with me to correct my assumption of her that her lack of activity in a group setting is low self-esteem and lack of confidence, because that's inaccurate. And I'm glad she said that to me because it shows that I was making false assumptions about her, inaccurate assumptions. And I think that's something we do with people a lot, right? So having this intimate conversation about how we perceive one another and what we think of each other's actions was really eye-opening. So the point of this is I want to encourage all of you to start doing that with people in your circle. And especially if you feel like there's a personality conflict, or maybe you feel that they don't have a high self-esteem, that may not be the issue. It may just be their way of functioning and working within your organization. And so instead of jumping to conclusions and making assumptions, just ask, why do you not speak up? Or why do you do this? Or help me understand why you do that. So asking the why do you can be very educational for you, and it could actually improve your relationship. And what I love most about it is it will give you knowledge, which knowledge is power. And it's a better way for us to learn to communicate with each other and share our thoughts and our mannerisms and how we perceive each other and people. And so for a year now, I've had this inaccurate perception of her that I created because I assumed something instead of just asking, why do you not interact with us in group? And now that I know a year later, which is a shame I waited a year to find out, her answer and her process is absolutely brilliant and beautiful. And she's a brilliant person, period. So I've learned something from her, the importance of just being an observer and to absorb information instead of trying to shout out ideas and my opinions and be vocal. Maybe sometimes we just need to sit back and just listen and let it marinate, and then reach out to the key people and share our thoughts after the big meeting. So just wanted to share that experience with you. I hope it's helpful. And this is the weekend. Celebrate, have fun, and be careful. And if you want some more personal growth tips, you can go to my website. I have a blog, the Live Worthy Life Lesson blog. Check it out at farrahreina.com. Bye, everybody.